has got what was coming to them.
What a way to start the second half off.
The most impressive win-loss record in IPW UK, dangerous Danny Garnell. And where I was saying that the All-Stars have been unfairly stiffed out of their title shot, here is a man that has earned his.
Very interesting to see the people that Danny Garnell has gone through in order to get to this title shot. Having worked against Martin in several grudge matches where he certainly had won his own.
Held Martin is that's Martin Stone. How is Danny Garnell to face? And Martin Stone will tell you he gave him a hell of a read.
Danny Garnell, you've got to say as well, he looks like he's actually added some more muscle to his already large frame. He looks like he's really getting ready for his title shot today.
He must have been hitting the gym, he must have been pumping the weights, he must have been eating right and saying his prayers. But that's what you have to do when you're coming up against a champion like this man.
Again, a man who needs no introduction because he really has done it all in British wrestling today. The IPW heavyweight champion, Dave Mastiff.
He's held more gold than I've had matches, and I've had more than a handful of matches. Dave Mastiff broke away from tag team wrestling to become one of the most decorated, one of the most successful singles competitors in Britain today. He is the go-to guy. He is Big Bad Dave Mastiff, and this is going to be a contest and a half.
Two gentlemen facing off over the title. Chris Roberts making sure that he reads them the rules. This is an officially sanctioned IPW UK title match.
The question I have, and the question on everybody's mind is, where does the winner of this match go? We've got T-Bone, who's put himself in a prominent position. Leroy Kincaid looking to reaffirm himself. But then the next one right here, in Sittingbourne, when the Pro Wrestling Noah Stars are over, you've got to think one of those will be wanting a shot at the title.
Normally when you look at wrestlers when they first start the match, you sit there and you can almost tell with a look at which one is likely to win, which one is likely to lose. They just have a winner loser eye to them. I can't see it. I can see Danny Garnell really wants it, but equally Dave Mastiff always has it.
Both of these gentlemen have been announced for the upcoming Pro Wrestling Noah shows. Both of them are highly regarded in this country. Oh! And if I was Garnell, I would not be trying to go toe-to-toe size-wise with Mastiff. He needs to take a limb, take a body part, and take Mastiff down to the canvas.
Well, of course, it makes absolute sense that Danny Garnell would try to add more muscle to his frame if he's coming up against a wrestler of Dave Mastiff's stature. He himself has held off countless challenges from the best in England as well as the best in the world. And Danny Garnell right now is the best prospect. He's got bantamweight. He absolutely has to. While he'll never win a size competition with Dave Mastiff, at least he has to be able to hold his own end.
Garnell doesn't seem to be able to shift the big man from the black country. I mean, Mastiff has been on a tear. He has gone to every competitor that IPW have put in front of him. He has given it in his all in every contest. Oh. And that is ungentlemanly and unpleasant.
Huge elbow drop.
But not as unpleasant as that.
Sternum crushing. It looks like he marked his territory before he dropped the big elbow.
Look at Mastiff. He appears to be having fun doing this. Perhaps he's just taken Garnell a little bit too lightly. And I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end if he does make that error and leave the door open for Garnell.
Garnell weathering the early storm in this match, taking some offense off of Dave Mastiff that will simply stop an average man in his tracks completely. Some of those chops could cut someone's head off.
There's something you don't see very often. Mastiff trying to win a standing count. And Garnell wisely going to the outside, wisely taking just a moment to reaffirm himself.
Well, you know, obviously it isn't a popular decision for the crowd, but then again, nothing Danny Garnell truly is crowd popular. It's a clever decision to go to the outside means he can get his push back. He can do the 8 count we were talking about. The box will always on the side.
He has his own time. He can gain his composure at his pace. This is the smartest thing he can do at this point, because the other thing it will do is take the wind out of the sails of Mastiff, but unfortunately I think he's going to be joined on the outside this time.
Dave Mastiff goes to the double front face-off. He's on the apron. This can only lead to...
Well, this is going to be an unfortunate landing for one of them. Kidney punches by Garnell.
But a huge DDT onto the apron.
As we discussed with T-Bone and Callahan, that is devastating. That is as hard an impact as you can get.
Then it was to be expected of Callahan and T-Bone to use every part of the ring as a weapon. That's exactly what those two men are about. Danny Garnell just showing as well that he is as ruthless as those two.
I mean, the question is asked, many a time, what can you do to stop Dave Mastiff? Does Garnell have the answer to that question? Is it driving his face into the side of the ring?
Danny Garnell made sure that after the DDT into the apron, he's firmly in control now. Huge twisting neck breaker there onto Dave Mastiff.
The fans starting to show their support for Garnell.
It's not so much a support thing with both wrestlers, I think it's more of a respect thing. That's very indicative of the IPW crowd. It's win, lose, or draw. They know when they are seeing a good wrestling match, even a great wrestling match, and they're going to applaud. They're going to appreciate what they see.
Well, they like what they like. I may not always agree with what it is, but you can't take people's opinions away. There's a certain part of the anatomy that's just like opinions, and everyone's got them. Garnell possibly making the mistake of bringing Mastiff back to his feet.
Danny Garnell goes for the headbutt to the stomach that everyone's been using today. Mastiff goes down, sends Danny Garnell way up with a big back body drop.
I said it before, not only who can stop Dave Mastiff, but what? What can stop Dave Mastiff?
Huge backdrop there, twisted him right over onto the back. They could go for a cover here. Kick out on 2. Danny Garnell's too much of a veteran to fall to just a straightforward backdrop, even if it is thrown by Dave Mastiff.
The man known as the human hate machine, Big Bad Dave Mastiff. He's been on a tear, he's been unstoppable, and he is firing everything he's got into Garnell right now. Huge halo DDT there, goes for the leg. Dave Mastiff kicks out. Again, same deal. Danny Garnell, who was wrestling the lesser wrestler. Simple finish. Halo DDT takes somebody out. Dave Mastiff not interested in kick out. Here we go, returning the favour from earlier with a big elbow drop. Goes for a face bar there. You couldn't see that on the camera at home, but Danny Garnell making sure that he plants that forward and firmly across Dave Mastiff's face when he's going for the pinfall. Garnell applying a very, very underrated tactic of pinning your opponent at every given opportunity. You see some of these tag matches where it's just action, fast pace, look loud, and no pinfall. A cover, the energy you exert when you kick out of a cover is highly underrated. That's absolutely correct. It is a fascinating technique that you think more wrestlers would take advantage of. Danny Garnell really working that chin lock, goes into a headlock now. Dave Mastiff fights his way out with some brutal slaps. Dangerous Danny Garnell with a big drop kick there, knocks Dave Mastiff back down. A switch to a much more agile style. Again, even distribution of this body weight. Look at the size of Mastiff. It's going to take so much to move those shoulders off of the canvas. Garnell wrestling the smarter match right now. And even there, just going for the pull of the
while you're on top, it's a little twist to make sure that the other wrestler really does end up losing.
Head and arm Grovit suplex.
Kick out by Danny Garnell.
And again, the strategy I was speaking of earlier is doubled for Dave Mastiff because he's so much bigger than Garnell.
This is an incredibly back and forward match, would you say. Both men have exerted exactly the same amount of offense, I would say. Neither one of them really weakening the other.
Here's something I've said about Dave Mastiff in the past. He is a champion.
You got one more, say one more. Yes. One more day.
Well, there you heard his comments. He is a champion, but he's not a marquee. He is not a selling point of this company. He's just the best wrestler in it. You come to IPW UK, you see your Japanese stars, your American stars, and then your champion is a welcome addition.
Well, he goes to the stranglehold. Danny Garnell making sure that he hooked the arm tight, that there's absolutely no way that Dave Mastiff can get out for his own choice.
The thing, aside from his own weight, aside from Garnell's weight, Mastiff has his own weight applied on his body. I'm a large guy myself. To lie on my back is exhausting sometimes. Imagine how it feels for someone as big as Mastiff.
Dave Mastiff manages to free his arm from that hold, which could be telling Danny Garnell make sure that he changes direction. Mastiff has an idea of how to get out of it. Headbutt to the stomach.
The oft-seen headbutt to the stomach.
He's going for the T-bone suplex.
The exertion!
Danny Garnell just T-bone suplex Dave Mastiff.
You saw the look on Mastiff's face. He couldn't believe that he was going to go for it.
See, that will take a wrestler's heart if you can perform moves like that with someone such a size. They're never expecting a hold like that. That can end up breaking Dave Mastiff's heart performing such moves. How much did that take out of Danny Garnell to perform such a hold?
You talk about breaking his heart. That's going to break his body. Garnell's slow to recover, but he definitely is in a strong position right now. And this could be the answer to the question, who can beat Dave Mastiff? Maybe it's Danny Garnell.
Danny Garnell showing some of the boxing skills he learned as a young boy in Lewisham.
And this is going to take strength in itself.
Twisted around, Dave Mastiff scouts it and goes for a massive Northern Lights. Danny Garnell kicks out. I think we've seen the tide change yet again in this match.
We have. It's just going back and forth. This is one of those seesaw, these yo-yo matches, where Mastiff has been on top. Then Garnell's on top. Now Mastiff is on top.
Huge knee lift there by Mastiff. The size of
Oh, there's the lariat! There's the lariat! And barely able to kick out. I thought this one was out of here. I thought that was the ticket home.
Kicks out late for the two. So how much did that technique truly take out of Danny Garnell?
That lariat, that move has put away bigger men than Danny Garnell, harder men than Danny Garnell, if there are any. And he was able to kick out. Garnell is a fighter. He is rugged.
Dave Mastiff flattening Danny Garnell in the corner. It's no surprise that Danny Garnell sinks. Like a Pocodoa taking that.
The cannon is loaded. This could be bad news for Garnell.
The crowd consents. It's the cannonball.
Oh my cannonball!
Cannonball goes for a cover. Two. Kick out late on two.
You said your boxing analogy, they don't answer a 3, they answer an 8. Well, in 3 counts, he just answered a 2.999.
I was going to say, even though you can get a breather by kicking out late on a 3 count, that was too close. Far too close. I don't think Danny Garnell planned it that way either. Look at the state of it.
It wasn't too close. A 3 count would have been too close because it would have been a loss.
This time Danny Garnell puts his feet up. Goes up to the second rope. Tornado DDT! Danny Garnell reckons he's gone for the finish. He reckons this is the cover that will end everything. Kick out on 2.9.
He needed to hook a leg. He needed to hook the tights. He needed to put his hands in his face. He needed that little extra something that he could have just had the leverage.
Danny Garnell motions again. He's back up on the second rope. He's waiting for Dave Mastiff. Dave Mastiff clearly had it taken out of him on the last technique. Dave Mastiff with the berries. He sees Danny, goes to the dive. Mastiff catches him, well scouted.
A shot to the back of the head, that's a knockout blow in some contests. Up he goes. Kendo is rolling in his grave. Kamikaze crush. Dave Morales! Back senton! Good night! Wowee, good night, Danny Garnell!
What a fantastic finish to a fantastic match.
Wow!
Ladies and gentlemen, just like that, just in a matter of seconds, all it took was for Danny Garnell to come off the top and he looked like he was on his way to securing victory. And with that, when the kendo roll, the kamikaze roll straight into the old Dave Mastiff back senton. And
Often imitated, never replicated, that back senton is crippling, crushing, and if you ask Danny Garnell, it's defeating. The question remains, I asked it again, Tom Chamberlain, who or what can stop Dave Mastiff?